did a little video the other day, and I talked about how Alberta is increasing the land titles fees. And it's a 250% increase. And people go, oh, it's going up from $100 to $500. Whoop-de-doo. And I went, see, there you go. It is a whoop-de-doo, because if we don't fight the little things add up to big things. And that's the problem. We have been guilty of doing this to ourselves in eroding away our own freedoms. And I don't think it's been done intentionally. People honestly don't realize what has happened, because politicians are, in my opinion, less than honest about their intentions. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, like, I
um,
mean, for me, I mean, I make a generalization that, when people are seriously running for office, their highest priority is to win. And so if they have to, fudge something, if that increases their chances of winning, I think a lot of them will do that. I think that's the incentive. You know what I mean? If you can, say things in a particular way to convince people of something that might not be entirely true, but if it increases your chances of winning, it might be worth it. So, I don't know how many. Well, I'm assuming there's some principled politicians around, but there's others that are more interested in I think, their personal careers and getting ahead. That's a higher priority than being 100% honest.
Yeah, and I think that's been a big problem. I have been very outspoken about the fact that, I mean, I think the best system is that where independence, there is no party politics, because at least then you represent your constituents, not the party first. And I think the fact that, accountability should be a promise made is a promise kept. And if you don't keep those promises, one of the policies we've been advocating in at 1905 is within 24 months, you have to come back under a leadership review to explain as to why you didn't keep those promises. And people have the decision then to make whether or not, okay, that's justified or it's not. Either you stay or you go. So, the lack of accountability, I think, politically has been a huge issue. But I think Pierre Trudeau understood that when he put the charter into play, and he was trying to take away some of these controversial issues. And I think he had an agenda when he did that. Like, truly here, you talk about the judges are only implementing the vision of Canada established by the charter. I think you're right about that. And then when you think about just recently, yesterday, New Brunswick, a liberal government. I'm like, of all the scandals, everything that has gone on around the Liberal Party federally, to have a province vote for a liberal government right now, I just was gobsmacked. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How does this happen? And Danielle has come out with another $8.6 billion. She's going to dedicate this to building schools. And, sounds great. But I mean, as somebody who homeschools my daughter, I really loved her education voucher, because that would allow me to choose the education that I would deem appropriate for my child, whether it be a Christian education or a charter school, or to continue to homeschool her with the values that, are important to me and my family. And I love that idea. What happened to that idea? It's like, can we get that back on the map? So, what would be like give me like 3 things that people could do today to start reversing this course, get people to start thinking about how do we regain our rights and freedoms. I mean, I think first off, we have to acknowledge that they don't come from government.